Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Footballcast. Today, we begin a brand new series, The Rise of Lionel Messi. This is part one of his journey, from his early childhood in Rosario to the first sparks of greatness on the professional stage. Early childhood. Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in the city of Rosario, Argentina. From the very beginning, football was in his blood. His family lived modestly, but the ball was always around. His father, Jorge, worked in a steel factory, while his mother, Celia, took care of the household. At just 4 years old, Messi started kicking the ball with his brothers and cousins in the streets of his neighborhood. His grandmother, Celia, played a huge role. She was the one who always encouraged him to play, the one who believed in his gift. Even today, every time Messi scores a goal and points to the sky, it is a tribute to her. First steps in football. At 5 years old, Messi joined Grandoli, a small local club coached by his father. Even then, his dribbling, vision, and balance were something extraordinary for a child his age. Soon, scouts noticed him, and by the age of 8, he was playing for Newell's Old Boys in Rosario. He was tiny, but unstoppable. Between 1994 and 2000, Messi scored nearly 500 goals in youth matches. His teammates called them La Máquina del 87, the machine of 87, because they were unbeatable, and Messi was their driving force. The challenge: growth hormone deficiency. But there was a big problem. Despite his talent, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. At 11 years old, he was far shorter and smaller than other boys. Doctors said he needed daily hormone injections, which were extremely expensive. Newell's Old Boys helped at first, but the financial burden was too heavy for his family. His parents desperately looked for solutions. River Plate, one of Argentina's biggest clubs, showed interest, but couldn't commit to covering his medical treatment. It seemed like Messi's dream could end before it even started. The Barcelona opportunity. Then came the turning point. Messi's relatives in Spain encouraged his family to try their luck in Europe. In 2000, at the age of 13, Messi and his father traveled to Barcelona for a trial at FC Barcelona's academy, La Masia. At first, some officials doubted. He was small, shy, and far from home. But when he touched the ball, everything changed. His control, speed, and dribbling were like nothing they had ever seen in a boy so young. Legend has it that Carlos Rexach, one of Barcelona's sporting directors, was so convinced that he signed Messi's first contract on a napkin at a cafe because there was no paper around. That piece of history symbolizes the start of a new era. Life in La Masia. Messi moved with his family to Barcelona, and the club agreed to cover the cost of his treatment. At 13, he officially joined La Masia, one of the best football academies in the world. It wasn't easy. He struggled with homesickness and the cultural change. He missed his mother and siblings, who stayed in Argentina at first. But on the pitch, he expressed himself fully. Coaches and teammates quickly saw that this boy was special. By 16 years old, Messi was already training with Barcelona's first team. In 2003, he played in a friendly against FC Porto, coached by Jose Mourinho at the time. Everyone who watched knew they were seeing a future superstar. And then, on October 16, 2004, at just 17 years old, Lionel Messi made his official debut for FC Barcelona in La Liga against Espanyol. He became the youngest player to represent the club in an official match. The world had no idea yet, but a legend was about to be born. That was the beginning of Lionel Messi's story, from the streets of Rosario to the famous fields of Camp Nou. In the next part, we'll explore how this shy teenager turned into Barcelona's rising star, scoring his first goals and winning the trust of legends like Ronaldinho. This was part one of the rise of Lionel Messi. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for part two.